Hi, how are you? And good morning today. So today I'm here to basically decode the new 2026 NDIS assessment protocol for first-time applicants. And in this case, I'm going to apply the formal style. And before I begin, what if I told you that in 2026, thousands of the first-time applicants will miss out on their NDIS plans, not because they are not eligible, but because they don't understand the new assessment protocol. Yes, you heard me right. The system has changed. The rules have evolved. And if you walk in unprepared, you risk delays, reduced funding, or even rejection. But here is the good news. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to navigate the new system like a pro. No confusion, no guesswork. So stay tuned, because missing this could cost your future plans. Now, to approach this situation, I have applied the following myth-buster styles. Let's clear up some dangerous myths right away. Myth number one is to think if you have a diagnosis, I will automatically qualify. Then you're wrong. 2026 protocol focuses less on diagnosis and more on functional impact. What matters is how your condition affects your daily life. Number two, or myth number two, is the assessor will figure it out, or the assessor will figure everything out. No, assessors rely heavily on the evidence you provide. If your documentation is weak, your outcome will be too. Myth number three, the process is the same as before. Not anymore. The introduction of structured independent assessments and standardized tools means consistency, but also less room for fake and incomplete information. Now, let's look at direct problem solution style. So, what's the real problem? Most first-time applicants fail because they don't align their evidence, their story, and the assessment criteria. So what could be the solution then? You need to understand three basic things: how the assessment works, what evidence is required, and how decisions are made. Master this and you shift from being confused to being in control. Anatomy of the new independent assessment. Let's break it down. The new independent assessment is structured, standardized, and conducted by trained professionals. It's typically include a functional capacity evaluation, standardized assessment tools, a review of your medical and supporting evidence, as well as you may think of it like a full picture of your daily life, not just your condition, but how it impacts your mobility, communication, self-care, and social participation. Here is the key insights. The assessor is not just listening, they are scoring and benchmarking your abilities against defined criteria. So, clarity, consistency, and details matter more than ever. Mastering the evidence of framework. Now this is where most people win or lose. Your evidence must do three things. One, it must be relevant, directly linked to your functional limitations. It must be recent, that is, to reflect your current situations. It must be specific, that is clear, or clearly describes what you cannot do independently. Strong evidence include medical reports, occupational therapy assessments, functional capacity reports. But here is the secret: don't just submit documents, connect the dots. For example, instead of saying I have difficulty with daily tasks, your evidence should show I require assistance with dressing, meal preparation, and personal hygiene due to limited mobility and fatigue. That level of detail is what gets results. Navigating the participant's pathway decision. After your assessment, the next step is the participant pathway decision. This is where the system decides: are you eligible? What level of support do you need? What pathway best suits your situation? These decisions is based on your assessment results, your submitted evidence, your functional capacity. And here's the critical point. If your evidence and assessment don't align, your application may be delayed or declined. Consistency is everything. So securing your first plan and next steps, so you've made it through. What now? If approved, you will receive your first NDIS plan. This outlines your goals, your funded supports, your service categories, but don't stop there. Your next steps should be review your plans carefully, make sure it reflects your actual needs, it engage providers who understand your goals, track your progress and outcomes, and most importantly, prepare for your next review from day one. Because the NDIS journey isn't a one-time event, it is an ongoing process. My final message is the new 2026 NDIS assessment protocol isn't something to fear. It's something to understand. When you know how it works, when your evidence is strong, and when your story is clear, you don't just apply, you position yourself for success. So don't leave your future to chance. Prepare, align, and take control of your first NDIS application. Thank you. And for any NDIS support services, please feel free to contact VR Care Services. Thank you.